guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Live. I have got H joining me here.
I'm switching at headphones, so now look, we're like enclosed by headphones. Nice, I love it. Now, how are you as well?
I'm alright, how are you?
Really good. Excited.
We are excited because, tell them why.
Because we have bolognese tonight, we just got told. Spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, and we do like a bit of spaghetti bolognese, and as per usual, whenever Mum's making something good, you invite yourself round.
Yeah, so that's once a month. Just a joke, my mum's a great cook. No, but we are actually excited for the release of this bad boy. Now, this has been a long time coming. This has been in the works for a good couple of years now, hasn't it? Good couple of years. And finally, today, it is released. In actual fact, now, it is released now.
It's not released yet. It's going to be released when we put the trailer on.
Oh.
So they can't grab it yet.
That's not true.
Have you turned it on?
I got too excited. I got too excited. But this right now, right, is so good, right? Trig 46, we first saw about this on Steve Rowe's amazing Academy course, which if you haven't seen, honestly, it's phenomenal. He talks to you about making deck holders, about making the fruit pastel Sharpies, which honestly, do not look past them. They get killer reactions. Yeah. He talks you through loads and loads and loads of stuff on there. And a surprising thing, or not surprising thing, but one thing to think about is he is known as the gimmick king. But on there, it wasn't like, oh, loads of elastic thread stuff, tie this in a really tight knot here, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't any of that. It was practical, hard-hitting, good, strong routines and good, strong gimmicks. Yeah. Definitely worth looking at. But this was awesome. Yeah.
So this was, we're going to talk more about this in a moment actually, but this was a sellout at Blackpool, sold out on the second day. Yep. We've got the trailer coming up as well, but you can grab yours now. We'll talk about it in a moment, but we've got to introduce our co-host.
Yes.
The amazing, is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
He is there.
Looking very suave in a nice shirt, as I see.
Yeah, he is. It's Mr. Wayne Goodman.
Look at that, it's a nice shirt.
Look at that, do you like it? I've got it today, do you like it?
Very good.
We were talking about the shirt earlier.
It's very nice.
How are we all?
Smart.
Mine's run out.
Oh, well, you know, I've a bit of an upgrade, you know, trying to make, you know, make a bit of a, you know, it's a summer now, going into a new year and all that.
Yeah. You had a sort of white and blue one on before, and I said you looked a bit nautical. So you changed.
Yeah. Well, you know, the trouble with the white and the blues is this time of the weather, with all the insects and bugs, it attracts the mosquitoes. They bite you, and it could be a real pain. So I went for a more passive colour, so that I kind of, you know, I'm hidden to them now. I don't have to be. I don't know what all this is about, but there we go.
It looks good though.
Thank you. I've lost a bit of weight as well.
I said that to Dan. You lost a bit of weight actually. You look good, mate.
Got a bit, you know, getting the old.
Well, I don't know about that.
Harry
That's one of your better jokes, Wayne. That's one of your better jokes. Right, just quickly, that normally looks like a shirt I take from Dad's wardrobe. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it does. That looks like one of my t-shirts.
It's really nice, yeah.
Well, when I was down at the house last week, Peter,
you and Harry both help yourself to my wardrobe.
Right, in all seriousness.
I'm getting those feelings as well, Harry.
Yeah. It comes right out. Look at that. Right, look, right, less of that now, because we need to be serious. Honestly, the amount of love we're getting in the comment section for this trick is phenomenal. And to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. This was our busiest Blackpool ever, that we've ever had, okay? Down to these effects, okay? Thanks to these effects. Obviously, thanks to you guys coming over, everything like that. Obviously, that is without a shadow of a doubt. But these effects just ticked every single box, okay? Now, Pierced obviously is already out. The Test and Hero are already out. This is another one that we had at Blackpool that sold out completely on day 2. Halfway through day 2. I think the end of day 1, I put a story up saying, if you want Trick 46, come over quick. You've only got about 12 left or something like that. They literally went out within an hour.
Yeah.
And I think the guy who got the last one was a legend who comes in here, Mr. Flegg. Got the last one.
He picked up the last one at Blackpool.
Yeah, and there was 3 people that I performed to. All of them wanted one, but Flegg was in there first, Mr. Flegg. Yes, so there we are. But it's fantastic. I loved performing it. It was so much fun, and the reactions from everyone were phenomenal. You know, absolutely phenomenal. And it is just a fantastic full routine in a box.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Now, we've spoke time and time again about, even if you're a close-up performer, you should always have something in your case that you can play to the room, play to a bigger audience, because there are occasions, well, there's two things that could happen. Either you're going to be asked, could you do something to everyone before you go? Or alternatively, you can use it as a bit of an upsell. So I'm coming to your day, I'm going to be performing close-up, but if you want, I could do a 20-minute stand-up set at the end so everyone gets a chance to see me. I usually charge X, but seeing as I'm already there, I'll only charge you X. And it's a brilliant upsell. And Etienne always told me, I've said this before, that you should always announce that you're leaving, and doing a trick before you go to the whole room is a great way of doing that, because it gets your name in their mind once more. Everyone gives you their round of applause, and it's a really good way to have them remember you. Now, this is the perfect trick for that. It's magical, it's funny, it gets the audience involved, and I know a lot of people hate this phrase, pack small, plays big, but that's it. It's all contained in this box, and you can play to a large room. Even on a theatre stage, you could play this.
What I will just quickly say as well is online, there's been a lot of talk of, because this is simple, self-working, easy to do, right? There has been a lot of talk online about why there's so many effects coming out that are sort of pushed as self-working or pushed as this, you know, people should want to learn sleights, this, that and the other. I can understand wanting to learn more sleights and things like that. However, in my opinion, from a layman's point of view, if they can see a trick that is self-working, it's super simple to do, but it's fully entertaining, then I don't see an issue with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can understand for the magical arts or something, then fair enough, like learning sleight of hand, this and that is fantastic. However, an effect like this, anyone can perform it, it appeals to everyone, and it allows you to do something that you wouldn't be able to do without literally 10 years worth of practice before. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And it's everything's built into it. So the humour's sort of built in. The premise is fantastic. You're going to teach the audience a trick. So it's all there, and you're prompted all the way through. Yeah. So it's a bit like, it's nothing like it, but it's a bit like it. The bandana trick, where you're going along with it, if that makes sense. There's no recording or anything else, but it's got that sort of feel, because you're going to teach them how to do a trick, and the trick sort of goes wrong, but then you've got this killer payoff, which we'll show you in a moment. Wayne, what are your thoughts on it? Have you done it yet?
I've not done it yet. No, but I love it. It's a great thing. It's a great trick. But with regards to the whole sleight of hand thing that Harry was just saying, people that know me, know what I do, etc., know that I have some moves that I do. My top change, my sponge ball moves. I classic force a lot, which isn't deemed as a very, you know, a lot of people do that kind of thing. But with regards to sleight of hand, I can do sleight of hand. I know lots of sleights. I know lots of different ways of sleight of hand. I can do the back manipulations. But when you're working, and it's great to learn those, and I do use them, but when I'm working, with the exception of a very few that I use, I like my material to be as simple as I can make it, because then I can focus on the presentation of it. I can focus on the gags and the humour, and engaging with them and making them feel part of it. I don't have to worry that, oh, I've got, you know, if people go, oh, you should learn a pass. But for me, I'll just cut the cards. The spectators don't go, oh, you just did something there, because I'm cutting the cards all the time anyway. Yeah. I think if you know, it's more about the entertainment than it is about the fooling them, or it's for me anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I want to make sure that when I leave the table, they're laughing, they're clapping, they're remembering who I am, not going, oh, I liked his ambitious card routine. I want to be Wayne Goodman's the man. You know, that's what I want to be.
I remember being at the Alakazam Magic Club years ago, and I was sitting with a group of the magicians, and I'd done a gambling routine, and in that routine there was push through shuffles and up the ladder cuts and stuff like this. And one of them turned around, someone I had known for years, and said, I didn't know you could do that sort of stuff. And it's purely because I don't do it when I'm working. You know, that sort of stuff, the same as you, I suppose. We learn it because it's part of our journey, but we hardly ever use it.
No. It's nice there to use if you want to.
Yeah.
You know, I do the push through shuffle. If I'm sitting with some people in a pub or at the end of the gig and they're talking about poker, I go, give me the cards, let me show you this. And I'll do a poker demonstration. I'll stack the cards while I'm shuffling them. And it looks really cool. And you've got a nice few cuts and shuffles you can do with it. But I wouldn't dream of doing those same things while I'm working the tables, because then it's so focused on, I've got to focus so much on me and make sure I'm doing it right and the cards, that I'm then neglecting the audience.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to feel like they're part of it. And if I'm down here doing this and looking down, imagine if I did the whole show just looking down like this. You don't feel part of what I'm doing here. You've got to be engaging with them and make eye contact and bring them into what you're doing, which you can't do if you're focusing on knuckle busting sleight of hand.
Yeah, and I don't know. For me personally, I just wanted to clarify, because I just feel like there's been just recently such a big talk about it. And I don't want anyone to look at that and then feel a bit down about it or feel like they're not a magician or this or that, because I don't think you have to do sleight. It's good to learn sleight of hand to get you out of trouble and just to learn it and improve, because at some point you probably will need it at some point. So they pick a wrong card, you might need to do a change or do this or do that. It's good to know, but in my opinion, you have an effect like this, which we'll talk to in a second, all right? We'll talk about in a moment, but let's just say any effect, right? That's self-working. The great thing is, if it's self-working, the props have been designed to help that routine, right? So they're going to help tick boxes along the way, whether it be solidifying something in a spectator's mind, making them misremember something, or there's going to be little steps, whether it be the way the cards are spoken in here, that just add to the excitement and to the sort of just entertainment value of the routine, rather than just relying on a sleight of hand. Yeah. These props, in a self-working effect, help it look cleaner and help it look stronger in their eyes, because you haven't done anything, because you haven't. The props have. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. I personally am the same as you, and you said this ages ago, at a gig you've done really difficult sleight of hand, the hardest stuff you've done, got great reaction, and then on the second half of the gig, or when you was at the bar or whatever, someone said, can you show me another one? You've done cigarette through coin, easy, cartoon, easy, and they got better reactions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's all about, I don't know who I was discussing this with a couple of weeks ago. I think it was you, Wayne, but I'm trying to remember what the premise was. But the whole thing was about entertainment over magic content. And I must have seen a video or something. I'm trying to rack my brains to remember what it was, but it was actually very little magic in it, but it was so good. Like the entertainment, the premise, the patter, the jokes, everything. The magic was pretty basic, but you felt like you had been really entertained.
Well, you look at, even in and of itself, when I think about it, I can't tell you one of the routines from it, but if someone said, what's your favourite magic show, or what a good magic show, I'll say that one. Yeah. Just because of the entertainment value, how well it was presented and everything like that. The magic moments obviously were super duper strong, but I love it for the entertainment value. And that's what's going to happen as well. If you go away from a gig, you want them to remember you and not the trick, really. Do you know what I mean? Because the trick, I saw this magician once, he put a bottle for himself, he done this, he done that. Great. Oh, I saw Wayne Goodman once, he was fantastic. I saw Pete Nunley once. Do you know what I mean?
Can I add to that? I get it all the time. I don't want to sound big-headed here, because I really don't mean to come across this way. But almost every gig I do, especially in my local area, so I was at a gig last week, and a lady went, oh my God, I want to see you. And I was like, oh, are you all right? And she was like, yeah. She goes, I was at a wedding and there was a magician there. And I said, he did this trick. And I said, oh, great. Do you know who he was? And she went, no, I don't remember his name. And then on the other side of it, I get people who go, oh, I saw somebody who saw a magician. And I said, was it Wayne Goodman? And they went, no, it wasn't. So they remember my name. And that's the most important thing for me, because then they're going to come back to me. We need a magician. Well, Wayne Goodman's the guy to get then. And so in my local area, whenever a magician is mentioned, it's Wayne Goodman, it's Wayne Goodman. And that's how, I've built that reputation up. It's not, there's a guy who lives in Newmarket, he does a really cool card trick, okay. Do you know who he is? No, but he does a good card trick. And that's what, that's the difference. That's where you want to be. You want to be people excited about you, and not, though you want them to be excited about the trick, but you want to be excited about you as well.
Yeah, because you are a performer. The tricks can be changed, but you can't. Do you know what I mean? So, 100% agree.
So, shall we? It's now 1:15. Shall we have a look at the trailer?
Yes. Have we got a couple of full performances on there or not?
Not on here because I'm having trouble downloading stuff.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we got the trailer, so let's have a look at that. Honestly, guys, I can't wait to remember this. As soon as the trailer's up, it's released. You can get it.
Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The trailer, Trick 46.
In February of every year, magicians all meet in Blackpool, a magic convention. There's about 3,000, sometimes it's even more than that. And we all sit around and we jam and we learn things. And there's a big magic shop there called Alakazam Magic. They sell all of the latest and greatest.
This is one at my local one. It's called Trick 46. It was voted 46th best trick out of 50. So don't get your hopes up. It was in the sale, obviously in the sale for some reason. But it comes with a deck of cards and instructions. So I thought we can learn it all together today. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
This first one here is what you will need. So I need a pack of playing cards, which I've obviously got, a Sharpie, a willing audience member.
Willing.
Perfect. Magical powers, of course. And a reward as a thank you. Let me just check that. Okay, I've got something.
Do I get to know what that is?
In mind. No, you don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Number one, announce to your audience, this is likely the most amazing magical feat you'll ever witness. Okay. Very carefully.
All right, this is likely to be the most amazing magical feat you'll ever witness. Watch very, very carefully.
Two, take the pack of playing cards and ask the volunteer to choose one.
Okay.
Remember to take the cards out of the box first. With the cards selected, hand them the Sharpie so that they can sign the face of the card.
Sign it right in the middle for me, please, mate.
Once it is signed, take the card back, tear off one corner.
Oh, tear it off. Okay, hold up. Wait there. Let me rip it. Let me rip it. Bear with it.
Ask the volunteer to put it in their mouth and eat it.
I can put it in my mouth, Jeremy. Don't worry about it. Right, hang on. Wait.
You take the corner then?
Put it off?
Yeah.
Okay. And put... Well, this is gross. Stop doing... Don't do that with your mouth. It's weird if you do that with your mouth. Okay. No, don't open it. Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, okay.
Have you ever tried to eat a playing card before?
No.
I wouldn't encourage it. It's not very nice.
Of course, don't actually eat the corner.
Shut. You got to... Come on, man.
Sorry, I wasn't fast enough.
Do not actually eat the corner. That would be silly, as we will need it for the grand finale. Pretend to eat the corner and swallow it whilst hiding it in your hand.
Okay, Simon, the idea is really that you read the cards and instruct me, but kind of preempt the thing. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
7. Once the applause is
7, hang on, I thought it was just on 5. 4.
Well, that's the next one. Oh, there's no 5.
Right.
Number 5?
No, it just goes to 7.
Does this word number 5?
No, it doesn't have a...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 7.
You've only got one card there. 1, 2, 3. There's no 5, Simon. There's no 6.
No.
Once the applause has died down and the audience has had a chance to take in what's just been done,
Offer your helper the reward from your pocket or case.
Oh, you still get the reward?
Yeah, and thank you for being so wonderful.
You still get a reward?
I don't know what's meant to have happened, but just pretend it was the best trick you ever did see. Right. Hey, thank you so much, Jeremy. Reach in, take out anyone you like, my friend.
Take one. Anyone.
All right,
Go on.
have that one.
Yeah, have that one. We need to make it a little bit more magical, don't we?
Yeah, I hope so.
Do you remember your card? Do you remember what
Yeah,
your
I do.
Yeah, we've got the rest of it. Look, we're going to take it around about here.
Yeah.
And then just place it in there. Have a look. That's it, yeah. Tear it open. Come on.
Right, I can only describe myself up until this point as slightly smug, and now...
Rip it up. And you never know. That don't look like sugar to me inside there, Jeremy, I'll be honest. Give it a little flick, and maybe, just maybe, we have got a perfect match of the corner piece. There you go, look at that.
There's...
Is there something inside there, Simon?
Yeah.
Yes. Could you describe what it is?
It's a very frustratingly good magic trick, is what it is.
Da 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 da.
Phenomenal.
Simon, everybody!
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. Cheers.
If you're looking for the perfect effect to transition you from close-up to parlour, even stage, this is a 10-minute routine that absolutely kills. I'm Steve Rowe and this is number 46.
Oh, where's he gone? Look
Where you
at
gone?
I am here.
Honestly.
Sorry, I just dropped something down. I just had to pick it up.
Ah.
Yeah, that was amazing, isn't it?
How good
It
is
is
that?
so good. So, guys, this is available on the website now. It's called Trick 46. The actual title is number 46.
Any questions you've got of it, guys, let us know. Now, just quickly, obviously, this is kind of the live launch. I know it's not a proper live launch, but we're launching it now and we are live, so you can ask the questions. But remember, this is now available. Now it's in stock in our USA and UK store, which will obviously ship worldwide. And also, we are having our live launch show at the end of the month where we're launching another effect, but also going to be talking about this one. But whilst you guys are here on the live, ask any questions you've got.
Yeah, it's such a great routine. Now, there are a few different options we give with it as well, so you don't have to eat the corner. It could say just destroy the corner, so we
Vanish
supply you with different cards. The other thing is as well, the corner can appear anywhere you want. If you've got a locked box, in an envelope that's handed out at the beginning, a Z-Fold wallet, whatever you want, you could load it into a spectator's pocket. So the corner could come from anywhere. We do it, or Steve does it with a suite. As you know, that a lot of what Steve Rowe does is suite related. So he does it, but it's a really nice touch, and that was the way you were doing it in Blackpool.
With the sweets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting killer reactions. And the thing is, it's... Oh, what are you doing?
I'm just doing this. Go on, you talk while I do this.
I just set that thing now.
Oh, you done the...
Oh, not that, no.
No.
Yeah, it was getting killer reactions. Archie, no you don't. Archie, you don't have to use them at all. So we give you something in there so that the corners obviously is going to match and things like that. It's fantastic. But you don't have to use the instruction cards if you don't want. You still learn how to make their signed card corner appear anywhere you want, be an exact match. But remember, guys, the cards are there just a bit of fun, bit of built-in comedy. And I love the...
Well, the whole premise of we're going to teach the audience a trick, it's captivating straight away. Everyone wants to learn a magic trick.
A magician shouldn't do this, but I'm going to let you in on a secret of how we're going to learn the trick together. Simple as that. And it's so nice because you lead them down a path and they really think they're going to learn, then all of a sudden you just pull the rug from underneath their feet. It's absolutely fantastic. And it can play so big, you know. Now, I was having it in the UFO saucers, but we teach you how to get it in them, which is super, literally, it will take you, not even joking, it probably takes 5 seconds to make one. 5 seconds, that's no lie. We teach you how to put them in Haribo packets, but like Dad said, you can have it anywhere. In a lock box, on a key ring, on your keys, in your shoe, literally wherever you want. And it's so good. And there's no sleight of hand. You know what I mean? No sleight of hand.
Mark, that's a great idea, and you could, obviously, because of the way the routine is set, you preload it, so there's no live loading having to be done. Now, bearing in mind, when you're using things like the flying saucer suites, there you go, Get Smarty, nice little, let's bring that up, little shameless plug there by Mark Bennett.
That's Mark Barrett.
Oh, Mark Barrett, I thought... See, so much for me eyes.
Yeah, get your old eyes back. It's got to use them.
So yeah, it could be in Get Smarty, but you're preloading anyway. Now the nice thing about doing it with the UFOs or the flying saucers is the fact that they choose any one out the bag, and it's the same when you do the Haribos. You have the big bag of Haribos, the one with the individual bags. They reach in and grab any bag they want, and that's the one that the corner appears in.
Yep.
It's so, you're so ahead of the game with this effect. I mean, you carry this in your case, and you're ready for a miracle. You set this up. I mean, you set yourself up with a deck, so you were good for the whole of Blackpool.
Yeah. I've done a few decks, and then I was just literally just spreading and let them take any card, and then you're good. It's so short. I can imagine this as well. It's perfect for so many scenarios. You know, if you're at a house party or like one of those ones, you can just get everyone sat down just as a little trick. You can preload the corner in their kitchen somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Anywhere you want. But it's just so strong. Yeah, I literally love it. Performing it was so much fun. The reactions are killer. And this is what we're saying, you know, you can do, I mean, obviously it's horses for courses. You can do elite top level sleight of hand. But imagine from a spectator's point of view, they're going to learn a trick. They're reading it out loud. They're following along every step of the way. So you can't even do dirty work because they're telling you what to do, essentially. So even in their head, they're going to cancel out. We can't do sleight of hand because it doesn't say to do sleight of hand. Do you know what I mean? So that's one thing. They get any card, they sign it. The corner's torn in front of them. It's vanished in front of them. And then you don't even touch anything from that point onwards. The corner to their card is in an impossible location. Yeah. Fantastic.
So we got a question. Do you need refills? Obviously, you need to buy the sweets and make them up, which we teach how to do, and they only take a few minutes. So yes, you are going to have to buy sweets. But if you buy like a multiple bag of Haribos or the flying saucers, you've got enough in there for 50 or 100 performances. And you do need to get some cards, playing cards. Even though we supply you with what you need in here for about 26 performances, you do need to buy, but they're not refills specific to this trick.
Yeah, they're not going to be.
That makes sense.
It's not expensive refills. It's cheap. Do you know what I mean?
You can use any deck of cards, can't you? If you want to make it up with your own deck of cards.
Yeah, 100%. You do need a false deck. You need a false deck to make the gimmicks, but we supply you with cards in here for 26. Well, actually for 52.
Yeah, that's true. 52.
Yeah. But yeah, so refills, no, but yes. But they're not refills you buy from us, they're just things that you're going to need generally. If you were doing any card trick, you're going to have to replace the cards. Any card trick where you're tearing cards. Yeah. So, yeah, I would say no to refills, but yes, you do. You have to get stuff to continue with it. But I know that Steve Rowan, he talks about this on the tutorial as well. He performs this at a top table when he's doing weddings, but it is the perfect parlour trick. It's so magical. The kicker ending is just so magical. One of the most magical things you can do is something to impossible location.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and the fact is, remember, they pull the corner off the card. They can destroy it, or you can eat it. You're totally getting rid of it. It is destroyed. Yet the corner that perfectly matches the card appears later on, wherever you want.
I can't explain how good it is.
Yeah.
My idea for it is, when I do get to use it, it's going to be for weddings. I'll give a card to the bride and the groom to have on the table and say, don't open that just yet. Well, we're going to do that later on. Do my performance of the bride and groom, and then when I do my little show for the whole room, do the trick 46, and I say, well, remember that card I gave you right early in the day, and have the corner inside the card that they get, and they get to keep the card as well.
Yeah.
So they've been holding it on their table the whole time. No way I could have gone over to their table during the performance, and they've been holding on to it before I even did the little show for the whole room.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Whoa, look at that then. Get right in close. Yeah, it is killer. I can't wait to do a video on it on our socials. We've literally been waiting for this one to come out for so long, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so exciting, and the gimmicks you do get in there are phenomenal. You know, the cards are so nice printed, and like we said, you know, you don't have to eat the corner. You can. It says vanish the corner if you want to vanish it, and then you got some cards missing, so you got built-in comedy there. It's just phenomenal.
And we have everything's designed. Even the box is designed so you could use this box in performance if you wanted to, because it looks quite retro.
Yeah.
And it looks old. But the cards themselves, we designed them so they looked like, you know, they're straight out of a Christmas cracker or something. I mean, it looks like the whole premise is, you know, it's trick 46. It was voted the 46th best trick out of 50, so don't hold your hopes up. But everything looks exactly like it should. And all the text on there is bold, so it's easy to read as well. No huge paragraphs of text. It's all straight to the point to keep it snappy. But like Steve says, it's a good sort of 8 to 10 minutes as a routine.
Yeah.
With a lot going on. Honestly, it's superb. Really is superb. And that sold out on day 2 of Blackpool. Harry was demonstrating that constantly.
It was very good.
Effect.
Very good. Guys, I will just say, that being said, if you did pick one up at Blackpool, please head over to the site and leave a review, because it really does help us.
Yeah.
If you could do that, it is very, very helpful.
Yeah.
I might actually leave you so I can go and film a social video of this quick.
Go on, then.
Emma's going to be gone.
Go on, leave me with Wayne.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
But guys, check it out. If you've got any questions, let us know. All right? But it is out now. And it's
Hey,
installed on
before you go, make sure you check out that video I sent you about the food.
Oh, yeah, I'll have a look. Right, adios. Did you see my lasagna the other day? That was bloody lovely.
Yeah, it looked amazing. No, roast dinner did look amazing as well. So we're going to pop round and see you next time we're down for some roast.
All right, are you coming as well this time? Right, see you later. Adios.
Oh,
Right.
Peter,
Bye,
just tell Harry,
Yeah.
Harry, Pete, that I'm having spaghetti bolognese tonight as well.
Oh, Wayne's having spaghetti bolognese tonight as well.
Yeah, he's coming round. We've got loads of people coming round. Right, chat.
Right, see you in a bit.
I'll get a video. See you later.
Right, so Harry's gone. Let me centralise myself a little bit.
Can I tell you about my weekend, Peter?
Oh, please do, because you were at Chris
The
Congreve's
CCC.
convention.
Yeah, the CCC. And I want to give Chris not a shameless plug, but a serious plug, because I host my own convention in November, the Newmarket Shindig. So I know about the work that goes into putting on a good convention, a good day, and mine's gradually, slowly built and built and built. Chris, I think this year was Chris's 3rd year, and it's already this absolutely amazing weekend. I turned up from the moment I got there. There were magicians around. I was one of the first to arrive, but then all of a sudden there's magicians everywhere. Everyone's sessioning and jamming. And that's what it was like the whole weekend. It was amazing. They had Adam Dadswell lectured, who's amazing. There was, I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head now. There was a couple of surprise lectures, one by Mike Sullivan, who did one about Wayne Dobson, and one by Eddie McCall. There was a Steve Cook lecture. There was myself, and John Morton as well lectured. So it was a pretty stellar. I felt a little bit intimidated by my company. They were all amazing and great. I had a great lecture. Everyone really seemed to like it. They had about a dozen, maybe just under a dozen magic dealers there, and it was a really, really good weekend. So it does sell out quite quickly, and I know Chris is trying to find a bigger venue for next year so he can have more people there. But it does sell out quite quickly. But the CCC convention by Chris Congreve is amazing and highly, highly recommended. I just want to say publicly as well, thank you to Chris for inviting me to come in and do a lecture, because it was an absolutely stellar weekend.
Yeah. No, brilliant.
On that note as well, can I just do a shameless plug for the Newmarket Shindig? It's got so November the 7th, 8th and 9th in Newmarket. We've got the Newmarket Shindig. This is our 4th year running, and it's bigger and better than ever. We have got 3 confirmed and 1 not quite confirmed, but he's right on the cusp of confirming lecturers. And we've got dealers, we've got a show, and it's all very informal. We session and jam as well. We have a little meet up on the Friday night, and we do some. I put on a little meal, and people can come along and join in with that. We might have one of the lecturers do something that night as well. I'm not sure yet. And then the Saturday is the convention, and Sunday people go home. We have breakfast, and we go home. But if you want to have a look at that, it's on my website, wgmagicshop.com. Thank you very much.
So we had a comment in from Jan, who says, sorry to be late. The cards can be customized, i.e. in German. Now, because the cards are text, you could literally print your own bits of paper, stick them over the cards if you wanted, or literally write it on card. I would just get some card, copy the text bit in German, because it's quite well written out as well in the bullet points. Translate into German, get some cards, stick it through your printer. And the fact is, at the end of the day, it could even just be a sheet of instructions you hand them. But what you're really paying for in here is not only the routine, but the special gimmick that we've had designed and manufactured, which is beautiful quality, which allows for the corners. So yes, you could certainly do it in any language. You will have to recreate either the cards or do an instruction sheet, whatever you want to do. I would suggest doing it on the cards because it's nice that they read the cards, especially the eat the piece or destroy the piece, and then when they move to the next card, it's staring them in the face. So I would probably print the information off, get some blank face bikes, and just stick them on. So you could do them on stickers and stick them onto the cards. So, shall we take a look at a trailer?
I was going to say, do you have any trailers? Because we are running out of time.
Yes.
I was going to say, check out a quick trailer.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, we're going to watch this.
I couldn't hear that.
Oh, we're going to watch this trailer again because there's a lot of people said they're a bit late to joining us. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the trailer for Trick 46.
In February of every year, magicians all meet in Blackpool, a magic convention. There's about 3,000, sometimes it's even more than that. And we all sit around and we jam and we learn things. And there's a big magic shop there called Alakazam Magic. They sell all of the latest and greatest.
This is one at my local one. It's called Trick 46. It was voted 46th best trick out of 50. So don't get your hopes up. It was in the sale, obviously in the sale for some reason. But it comes with a deck of cards and instructions. So I thought we can learn it all together today. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
This first one here is what you will need. So I need a pack of playing cards, which I've obviously got, the Sharpie, a willing audience member.
Willing.
Perfect. Magical powers, of course. And a reward as a thank you. Let me just check that. Okay, I've got
Do I get to know what that is?
In mind. No, you don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Number one, announce to your audience this is likely the most amazing magical feat you'll ever witness.
Okay.
Very carefully.
All right, this is likely to be the most amazing magical feat you'll ever witness. Watch very, very carefully.
Two, take the pack of playing cards and ask the volunteer to choose one.
Okay.
Remember to take the cards out of the box first. With the cards selected, hand them the Sharpie so that they can sign the base of the card.
Sign it right in the middle for me, please, mate.
Once it is signed, take the card back, tear off one corner.
Oh, tear it off. Okay, hold up, wait there. Let me rip it. Let me rip it. There, wait a minute.
Ask the volunteer to put it in their mouth and eat it.
Right. I can put it in my mouth, Jeremy. Don't worry about it. Right, hang on. Wait.
You take the corner then?
Put it off?
Yeah.
Okay. And put... Well, this is gross. Stop doing... Don't do that with your mouth. It's weird if you do that with your mouth. Okay. No, don't open it. Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, okay.
Have you ever tried to eat a playing card before?
No.
I wouldn't encourage it. It's not very nice.
Of course, don't actually eat the corner.
Shut. You got to... Come on, man.
Sorry, I wasn't fast enough.
Do not actually eat the corner. That would be silly, as we will need it for the grand finale. Pretend to eat the corner and swallow it whilst hiding it in your hand.
Okay, Simon, the idea is really that you read the cards and instruct me, but kind of preempt the thing. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
7. Once the applause is
7, hang on, I thought it was just on 5. 4.
Well, that's the next one. Oh, there's no 5.
Right.
Number 5?
No, it just goes to 7.
There's this word, number 5?
No, it doesn't have a...
1, 2, 3, 4...
Yeah, 7.
You've only got one card there. 1, 2, 3... There's no 5, Simon. There's no 6.
No.
Once the applause has died down and the audience has had a chance to take in what's just happened,
Offer your helper the reward from your pocket or case.
Oh, you still get the reward?
Yeah, and thank you for being so wonderful.
You still get a reward?
I don't know what's meant to have happened, but just pretend it was the best trick you ever did see. Right. Hey, thank you so much, Jeremy. Reach in, take out anyone you like, my friend.
Take one. Anyone.
All right,
Go on.
have that one.
Yeah, have that one. We need to make it a little bit more magical, don't we?
Yeah,
Okay,
I hope so.
Do you remember your card? Do you remember what
Yeah,
card
I do.
was? Yeah, we've got the rest of it. Look, we're going to take it around about here.
Yeah.
And then just place it in there. Have a look. That's it, yeah. Tear it open. Come on.
Right, I can only describe myself up until this point as slightly smug, and now
Rip it up. And you never know. That don't look like sugar to me inside there, Jeremy, I'll be honest. Give it a little flick, and maybe, just maybe, we have got a perfect match of the corner piece. There you go, look at that.
there's.
Is there something inside there, Simon?
Yeah.
Yes. Could you
Yeah.
describe what it is?
It's a very frustratingly good magic trick, is what it is.
Da 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 da.
Phenomenal.
Simon, everybody!
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. Cheers.
If you're looking for the perfect effect to transition you from close-up to parlour, even stage, this is a 10-minute routine that absolutely kills. I'm Steve Rowe, and this is number 46.
So,
Boom.
we've had a couple of things just come in. Jeremy, who was actually on the trailer, Harry was performing to Jeremy. Despite not buying this at Blackpool, I'm ordering today. Thank you, Jeremy. Robert 6, sorry, late to the party. The flying saucer candy sweets sound cool. Is this saying it's available in the US? Now, I'm not sure whether flying saucers are in the US, but
They're called UFOs or flying saucers. Round here they're called UFOs, not flying saucers. But I'm pretty sure.
let me have a look. But we teach you how to, that's only Steve's presentation. We teach you how to put them into different sweets if you want to go down that route. Or you could have it in an envelope, you could have it stuck to the ceiling, under a chair. It can be anywhere. The corner can be anywhere you want. Steve is very known for doing sweetie reveals. I mean, he sort of goes out as the Willy Wonka of magic. A lot of what he does has got sweets involved somewhere along the line.
What was that sweet fact you told me earlier on, Pete?
Oh, and this is, apparently this is really true. About 10 or 15 years ago, myself and Jen were in Louisville or Louisville. I think the locals called it Louisville in America. And there is a law, I don't know how long it dates back, but you are not allowed, it is against the law, this is the absolute truth, to have an ice cream in your back pocket.
Well, that's just weird.
That is
I mean,
against the law in Louisville.
Why would you have an ice cream in your back pocket? I mean, why would you want to have an ice cream in your back pocket? That's a stupid rule.
Well,
I don't understand that at all.
in Louisville you can't do that, but obviously I know you've always got some sort of choc ice in your back pocket or something.
You get choc ice. Magnum is a great choc ice to have in your back pocket at all times. Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously when you go to Louisville, they will check you as you're walking through the airport for any sign of ice creams in your back pocket.
You got to do it surreptitiously, like.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me have a look. Flying saucer sweets in the USA. Oh, you can get them, I think. They're called satellite wafers.
Ah. I love it how they change it just slightly.
Yeah.
No, interesting. So satellite wafers, if you're in America and you want to do it as you saw in the video, then they're called satellite wafers.
And there's a website called arcadesnacks.com, and they are $4.30. I don't know how many you get for that.
Probably a lot. I mean, in the UK, they're very cheap, aren't they? In the UK, you can get like a ton of them like in a round pot, like 150 or 200 of them for a few pounds. They're not expensive at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Flying saucers. They are actually called flying saucers, but I don't know why they call them. I mean, even on their website, they're called flying saucers. Flying saucers from Arcade Snacks, also known as satellite wafers. There you go. So they are available in the US. Is that good?
Yep, that's perfect.
Perfect. So guys, we've still got a live launch at the end of this month. So this month will be the first month we have the live launch show. So during that show, we'll be talking a bit more about Trick 46, but also we will have any other releases that have come out that month, and we'll be launching a product live during the show as well. So the live launch show is, because we're up in our release schedule, we're now going to be releasing probably 2 or 3 items a month. We're not going to do a live launch for all of them, but they'll all be part of the live launch show. So keep your eye out for the date of the next live launch show. Let me have a look. I haven't got a picture of the flying saucer suite, but you can find them online.
Let me see if I can find one here and I'll hold it up.
Okie dokes.
What they essentially are is it's 2 bits of very thin, like a wafer, see-through wafer with sherbet in the middle.
Someone said I'm very hard to hear. I've turned my volume up. Is that better?
Now. Yeah, you're louder now. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Phillips, go on. I'm going to bring you up full screen.
So that's what they look like. Let me just get the light so that you can see them. Let me turn this light off.
No, too bright. Too bright.
Hold on. I've got an idea. I'll go to turn my thing right down.
Yeah, there you go.
So they look like that.
They're sort of a rice paper, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a better word for it, really. Actually, rice paper is a better word. Let me just see if I can find a singular. No. And they've got sherbet in the middle. You put them in your mouth and they dissolve. That's a good picture. They put them in your mouth and they dissolve, and then you get the kick of the sherbet. Yeah, nice and easy.
Now, the nice thing about Steve's performance and the way that Harry did it as well is Steve actually opens a bag. So he seals the bag. He teaches you how to do all that. I don't think it needs to be a sealed bag. Obviously, if you're doing a stage presentation, you're going to do it once in the evening, then why not? But if it was something that you were going to use table hopping, which you can certainly do, 100% you could do, I wouldn't reseal the bag. You just have the bag, get them to reach in and take one out. Now remember, it's a totally free choice of the flying saucer, and the moment they take it out, you're touching nothing. You know, it's very, very good. Yeah, Jamie Dawes has just put up a link to Amazon. I think they're the ones we got, Jamie. You get like a big pot of them for like a tenner or something. which would do you tons of performances. But it's just such a strong effect, whether you want to produce it out of a suite or you want to produce it, like Wayne said, great idea with the card. You could hand someone an envelope at the beginning of the routine, get them to put it in their pocket. It could be an envelope. You could make up what in effect is a nest of boxes. Get a small envelope, put the corner in that, put that in a larger envelope, seal it, put that in a bigger envelope, seal it. Now you can get them to open the envelope, there's another envelope inside, open that, there's another envelope inside, open that, and now there's the corners appeared in there. So there's loads of ways you can actually do it, but the routine itself is just such an entertaining routine.
I would say as well, Pete, that something like Trick 42 is one of those tricks that is really, really strong and strong enough as a standalone effect.
Yeah.
So if you're booked to do one trick, so if you're part of a bigger show, sorry, I've got something in front of me. If you're booked to do as part of a bigger show and you're doing one effect, or if you've got to fill 10 minutes because something's happening at the event that you're at and you've got to do one thing, this has got audience participation, it's maximum visibility, it plays massive to the whole room, it is just a brilliant effect that you can utilise. I mean, you could do it with the suites, you could do it with other cards, so you could use like Pokemon cards or something, and do it in a kid show. You can do it with picture cards and do it in a kid show or small, and then do it that way. So literally so many applications to this and so many different ways of using it. It is the perfect trick, and the fact that it's that big and just goes in your case. I mean, the other thing to bear in mind, as well is you could, let's say you were doing a parlour effect or a parlour show, and you were doing some card effects. So you can have a card selected, you can get it signed, you can do your ambitious card, you can do your card to wallet, you can do this, you can do that, and then towards the end you say, look, let's try something else out. I got this trick just come in. Now with their signed card that you've been using all night, you tear the corner off, vanish the corner, and it appears anywhere. Yeah. So you don't have to, like Wayne said, it works fantastic as a standalone. If you were booked to do a 10-minute spot, probably all you got to do. But if you're doing a longer routine, you can fit this into your routine at any point. Well, preferably the end, because you're tearing a corner off. But yeah. And like you said, if you're doing a 45-minute cabaret show, you could come out and hand out whatever it is, or have it on display from the very, very beginning, and never go near it or touch it, and then do the presentation at the end, and it's never been there for the whole of the show. You've never been near it, or you've never touched it. It's so strong. It really is strong. I think this is probably one of Steve's best effects.
Yeah.
Just the applications, the strength of it, the routine. It's just brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's such a good effect. They're available on our website now, so you can go and grab one. And I can almost guarantee you'll do it. I know before Christmas, one of our customers, a member of the Alakazam, comes in the shop, called Jeff. He rung me up, and he was doing, and he still does. He does a lot of old people's homes, and he said, "Oh, I've got an idea for a trick. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but what I want to do is have a card selected, tear the corner off, and it appears in a Christmas cracker." And I said, "Well, it's funny you should say that. We've got this trick coming out called Trick 46. I said, we've actually got some in the shop." And he came in and he bought one, and he said to me that he showed his wife the effect once he had practiced it. And magicians' wives. I know Jenny, I'll show her a trick. She'll go, "Oh yeah, that's good." And she actually said to him, that's the best trick she's ever seen him do.
Wow. Because
there's something very special and very magical about card to impossible location. When you think of real magic, when you think about watching magicians on TV when we were younger, Paul Daniels and Wayne Dobson, As soon as there was something to an impossible location, it feels like real magic. You feel like a real magician doing that sort of trick, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. And the fact is, it's not the whole card going across. It's part of the card, and they prove it's from the same card. It's even stronger because it's the same card.
Yeah. No, 100%. I had Jamie just trying to call me. I don't know what for. I'm going to give him a quick.
Jamie ringing me. We are coming to the end, Pete, though.
We are coming to the end, and I know you've got to shoot off because you have got an appointment. So we are
I'm just going to quickly show this, though. This arrived earlier on today. This is my new little holdall bag. And I in the summertime, I do a lot of shows where I have to walk around with stuff, and I don't wear a suit. And I'm thinking about getting another one. It goes on your shoulder. It goes over your shoulder, just for keeping my stuff in. Or when I'm doing a gig, I can have my show in the back there. Yeah, I quite like this. I'm very impressed by it. This
very
is what I
smart.
dropped. Everything fell out of it when I dropped it, so it's a bit embarrassing. Danny, an appointment, all right. So I've got people messaging me now. Yeah, I quite like it. It's comfortable as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just thought I'd show off that.
Great.
Showed off my shirt, showed off my bag, showed off my guns. It's all good, isn't it?
Yeah. All very good. Right. So I tell you what, we'll wrap this up now, and I'll leave everyone with the trailer once more for Trick 46. But remember, we also have the live launch show happening, I think it's the last Wednesday of this month. So make sure you put that in your calendars and your diaries. Last Wednesday, we've got a brand new trick being launched. And we'll also be talking about Trick 46 again and anything else that comes out between now and then, because we are getting round to releasing more than one product a month, which will impress Darren Bain, because it means Poison 2 is a lot closer.
Before we sign off, though, I think we should just take this opportunity to say, if you haven't done it already, subscribe to the newsletter on the website, like the Facebook page, the YouTube video page, like the all the socials. Download the app, which is free, because stuff happens in the app that doesn't happen anywhere else, and you will miss out on additional content that isn't available to anybody unless you're in the app. Yes. But getting the newsletter is very important. Subscribing to the newsletter on the website is very important, because you not only will you get a cheeky little discount when you sign up that you can use on the site, but you'll also get all the emails coming through. We do one a day that will give you information and give you the heads up before it goes public anywhere else. So yeah, get the newsletter, like the pages, go to the socials, do the app, and you will be set.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, Wayne, thank you so much for being the co-host with the most.
Thank you very much, Mr. Co-host too. Thank you.
And I know you've got to head off, so drive safe, have fun. And we will see you next week on the live.
Yes, I'll be here, but I'm not here in 2 weeks.
Oh.
We might talk about it next week.
Oh, okay.
That's when I'm...
Oh, yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it next week. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll never discuss it again. Maybe we'll keep everyone wondering what I'm doing, where I'm going, and why.
Oh.
Maybe.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably just tell them. I can't keep a secret, can I?
So, well, I'll probably try and sell the information to the highest bidder. Right. Okay.
Well, make sure you split that pound with me.
Right, Wayne, have a good one, mate. And guys, thank you.
See you later. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you later, mate. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Alakazam Live. We haven't got a live this week, but remember, we have got things happening. We have the review show going up on YouTube every Sunday. If you haven't watched it, go and have a look. We have the podcast. If you haven't listened to it, go and have a listen. It is brilliant. Jamie does an amazing job. It's called Desert Island Tricks, and it's available on all your favourite podcast platforms. And we also put up new content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube every single day. So go and like our socials. So we will see you next Tuesday for the next Alakazam Live. I'm going to leave you with a trailer once again for number 46 or Trick 46. and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining us. Have yourselves a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
In February of every year, magicians all meet in Blackpool, a magic convention. There's about 3,000, sometimes it's even more than that. And we all sit around and we jam and we learn things. And there's a big magic shop there called Alakazam Magic. They sell all of the latest and greatest.
This is one at my local one. It's called Trick 46. It was voted 46th best trick out of 50. So don't get your hopes up. It was in the sale, obviously in the sale for some reason. But it comes with a deck of cards and instructions. So I thought we can learn it all together today. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
This first one here is what you will need. So I need a pack of playing cards, which I've obviously got, a Sharpie, a willing audience member.
Willing.
Perfect. Magical powers, of course. And a reward as a thank you. Let me just check that. Okay, I've got
Do I get to know what that is?
In mind. No, you don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Number one, announce to your audience this is likely the most amazing magical feat you'll ever witness.
Okay.
Very careful.
All right, this is likely to be the most amazing magical feat you'll ever witness. Watch very, very carefully.
Two, take the pack of playing cards and ask the volunteer to choose one.
Okay.
Remember to take the cards out of the box first. With the cards selected, hand them the Sharpie so that they can sign on the base of the card.
Sign it right in the middle for me, please, mate.
But once it is signed, take the card back, tear off one corner.
Oh, tear it off. Okay, hold up, wait there. Let me rip it. Let me rip it. There, wait a minute.
Ask the volunteer to put it in their mouth and eat it.
I can put it in my mouth, Jeremy. Don't worry about it. Right, hang on. Wait.
You take the corner then?
Put it off?
Yeah.
Okay. And put... Well, this is gross. Stop doing... Don't do that with your mouth. It's weird if you do that with your mouth. Okay. No, don't open it. Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, okay.
Have you ever tried to eat a playing card before?
No.
I wouldn't encourage it. It's not very nice.
Of course, don't actually eat the corner.
Shut. You got to come on, man.
Sorry, I wasn't fast enough.
Do not actually eat the corner. That would be silly, as we will need it for the grand finale. Pretend to eat the corner and swallow it whilst hiding it in your hand.
Okay, Simon, the idea is really that you read the cards and instruct me, but kind of preempt the thing. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
7. Once the applause is
7, hang on, I thought it was just on 5. 4.
Well, that's the next one. Oh, there's no 5.
Right.
Number 5?
No, it just goes to 7.
There's this word, number 5?
No, it doesn't have a...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, 7.
You've only got one card there. 1, 2, 3. There's no 5, Simon. There's no 6.
No.
Once the applause has died down and the audience has had a chance to take in what's just happened,
Offer your helper the reward from your pocket or case.
Oh, you still get the reward?
Yeah, and thank you for being so wonderful.
You still get a reward?
I don't know what's meant to have happened, but just pretend it was the best trick you ever did see. Right. Hey, thank you so much, Jeremy. Reach in, take out anyone you like, my friend.
Take one. Anyone.
All right,
Go on.
have that one.
Yeah, have that one. We need to make it a little bit more magical, don't we?
Yeah,
Okay,
I hope so.
Do you remember your card? Do you remember what
Yeah,
card
I do.
it is? Yeah, we've got the rest of it. Look, we're going to take it around about here.
Yeah.
And then just place it in there. Have a look. That's it, yeah. Tear it open. Come on.
Right, I can only describe myself up until this point as slightly smug, and now...
Rip it up. And you never know. That don't look like sugar to me inside there, Jeremy, I'll be honest. Give it a little flick, and maybe, just maybe, we have got a perfect match of the corner piece. There you go, look at that.
There's...
Is there something inside there, Simon?
Yeah.
Yes. Could you describe what it is?
It's a very frustratingly good magic trick, is what it is.
Da, 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 da.
Phenomenal.
Simon, everybody!
Phenomenal.
Thank you!
Phenomenal. Cheers.
If you're looking for the perfect effect to transition you from close-up to parlour, even stage, this is a 10-minute routine that absolutely kills. I'm Steve Rowe, and this is number 46.